Oliver Harris feels something fall behind him, a light object sliding between the seats. He turns around, a Polaroid photo, somewhat faded. A girl, shoulder-length brown hair, shy smile. She's sitting next to him now, earbuds in, looking at her phone. Oliver compares. Same person, exactly the same. He holds the photo, looks at her, back at the photo. Identical, even the worn blue t-shirt. Oliver taps her shoulder. Sorry, this fell from... She removes one earbud, looks at the photo. Her face goes pale. Where did you get that? Her voice shakes. It fell from behind us. From your seat, I thought. She stands up, looks at the empty seat behind Oliver. Row 13. Nobody there. Nobody's been there since Cleveland. Oliver watched everyone board. He counted. 14 passengers including him, but when he looks now, counts again, there are 15 people on Greyhound 5404. The girl sits back down, staring at the photo. That's impossible, she whispers. That photo was in my wallet. I checked before we left. Oliver watches her pull out her wallet, opens it. The photo is there, in the clear plastic sleeve. Same photo, same wear marks. Same coffee stain on the bottom right corner. She's holding the original, but Oliver is holding an identical copy, or she's holding the copy, or they're both copies, or neither is. The bus cuts through Ohio darkness at 4:44 a.m., and the dashboard clock hasn't changed in 20 minutes. If you've ever found something that shouldn't exist, leave it in the comments, and subscribe, because this journey will make you question every stranger sitting next to you. 7 hours earlier, Oliver bought his ticket at the Pittsburgh terminal, $52 to Columbus, Ohio, the 9:30 p.m. departure, last direct route of the night on I-70. The ticket agent, a woman in her 50s with reading glasses on a chain, said safe travels without making eye contact. Normal. Everything was normal. Oliver chose a window seat, row 8. He had a job interview in Columbus at 9 a.m., first real opportunity in 6 months. He needed this. The bus was maybe a quarter full. 14 passengers total, he counted while boarding. Up front, an older man in a worn suit jacket read a newspaper. 3 rows back, a college kid with a massive backpack dozed off before they even left. 2 rows behind Oliver, a young woman, maybe 22, 23, settled in with earbuds and a phone. Worn blue t-shirt. Jeans, small canvas bag. She'd smiled politely when Oliver passed, the kind of acknowledgement strangers give each other in confined spaces. The driver, badge said R. Mitchell, announced estimated arrival, 4:45 a.m., 1 stop in Zanesville for fuel. Oliver leaned against the window, familiar vibration of the engine, smell of diesel and recycled air. Almost comforting. He'd taken dozens of overnight buses. Cheaper than flying, and you arrived at dawn ready to go. 40 minutes in, Oliver notices something odd. The girl from row 10 is now in row 9, right behind him. He's sure she was further back, but people move around on long trips, looking for outlets, better seats, away from talkers. He doesn't think much of it. An hour later, she's in the seat directly next to him. Oliver didn't hear her move, didn't feel the seat shift when she sat down. He was looking at his phone, checking his interview notes, and when he looked up, she was just there. Mind if I sit here? She asks, even though she's already sitting. Outlet died back there. Yeah, no problem, Oliver says. She plugs in her phone, puts her earbuds back in, settles against the window. Everything is normal, except Oliver keeps glancing at the seat behind them. Row 9 is empty now, but there's a small canvas bag on the seat. Same one the girl is holding in her lap right now, or similar, probably similar. A lot of people have bags like that. That's when the Polaroid falls. Oliver picks it up, studies it. The girl in the photo is definitely the girl next to him, but Polaroids are instant photos. They develop in minutes. This one looks old. The edges are worn. There's a date stamp in the corner, barely visible. 03/15/20, 3 years ago. But the t-shirt is the same, the exact same wear pattern on the collar, the same tiny bleach stain near the hem. "Where did you get that?" the girl asks, and Oliver realizes he's been staring. He explains. She checks her wallet, finds her photo, they compare. Identical. "Maybe it printed twice," Oliver suggests. "Polaroids sometimes. Polaroids print once," she says flatly. "That's the whole point." Oliver checks his phone. 11:47 p.m., about 2 hours into the trip. He'd checked 10 minutes ago, 11:46 p.m. Wait, that's only 1 minute. He distinctly remembers checking, then reading 3 pages of his interview notes, then looking at the photo, then talking to the girl. That was at least 10 minutes. He opens his clock app, starts a stopwatch, counts 60 seconds in his head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way to 60. Looks at the stopwatch. 0:61, 61 seconds. He watches. 0:62, 0:63. "Your phone glitching?" the girl asks. Oliver shows her. She frowns. "Mine says 11:47. He looks at his lock screen again. 11:47. The stopwatch app still shows 00:67, but the system clock is normal. "App's buggy," he mutters, closing it. But then he notices the digital clock on the bus dashboard. Above the driver it says 4:44 a.m. Oliver blinks, looks again. 4:44 a.m. "Hey," he leans forward, calls to the driver. "Is that clock right?" The driver doesn't turn. "Yes, sir." "It says 4:44. "Yes, sir." "But it's 11:47. Now the driver glances in the rearview mirror. "It's 4:44 a.m., sir. We're about 40 minutes from Columbus." Oliver sits back. The girl is watching him. "Your phone says 11:47, Oliver insists. She checks. "Yeah, 11:47 p.m., but the dashboard says 4:44, she finishes. "I see it too." They sit in silence. Oliver's brain tries to rationalize. Time zones? No. Pittsburgh and Columbus are both Eastern. Daylight saving? Not until March. The dashboard clock is just wrong. Has to be. The driver probably set it incorrectly. But then why did he confirm it? 20 minutes later, or what feels like 20 minutes, Oliver sees a sign. Zanesville, 30 miles. Green reflective letters. There's a bumper sticker on the pole. Elect Morrison 2020. Campaign sticker. Peeling at the edges. Oliver stares at it as they pass. Makes a mental note of it. Something to focus on. 15 minutes later, another sign. Zanesville, 30 miles. Same sign, same color, same bumper sticker, same placement. Oliver leans forward. Did we just pass the same sign twice? The girl looks up. What? The Zanesville sign, with the Morrison sticker. I didn't see any sticker. It was right there. Bright red. She shrugs, goes back to her phone. Oliver watches more carefully now. 10 minutes later. Zanesville, 30 miles. Same sign, same sticker, exact same position. He's about to say something when the girl speaks first. Do you smell that? Smell what? Coffee. Like fresh brewed coffee. Oliver inhales. Nothing. Just the usual bus smell, diesel, synthetic upholstery, faint body odor from the guy in front. I don't smell anything. Really? She looks confused. It's strong, like a coffee shop. They sit in silence. Oliver doesn't smell coffee. The girl clearly does. One of them is wrong, or both are right, or neither is. Oliver counts passengers. Because he needs to do something, needs to feel grounded. 1, 2, 3, including himself, 14. Same as when they boarded. Then he counts occupied seats. 1, 2, 3, 15. He counts again. 15 occupied seats. 14 people. Oliver stands, walks slowly down the aisle. The old man with the newspaper, 1. College kid sleeping, 2. Woman with a laptop, 3. Man in a baseball cap, 4. The girl, he glances back, sitting in row 8, where he was 5. 2 middle-aged women together, 6, 7. Teenage boy with headphones, 8. Man in business, casual, 9. Elderly couple, 10, 11. Young guy with a guitar case, 12. Woman reading a paperback, 13. Himself, 14. 14 people, he's sure. But when he sits back down, he looks at the seat behind them, row 9. There's someone there now, a girl. Brown hair, blue t-shirt. Oliver's stomach drops. He looks at the girl next to him. She's scrolling through her phone. He looks back. The girl in row 9 is doing the same thing. Same posture, same phone case, cracked screen protector, purple edges. Hey, Oliver whispers, don't freak out, but there's someone behind us who looks like me? The girl finishes. Oliver's blood goes cold. You see it too? I've been seeing it for the last hour, she says quietly. I didn't want to say anything, thought I was going crazy. They both turn. The girl in row 9 looks up, makes eye contact with them, smiles, the exact same shy smile from the Polaroid. Then she goes back to her phone. Maybe she's your sister, Oliver suggests weakly. I'm an only child. Oliver stands up again, walks to the driver. Excuse me, how many people are on this bus? The driver doesn't turn. 14 passengers, 1 driver. Can you count them? I counted when everyone boarded, sir. 14. But there are 15. I can see 15 people. The driver's eyes flick to the rearview mirror. He's silent for a moment. Sir, I need you to return to your seat. I just need to know. Seat. Now. Oliver walks back. The old man with the newspaper is watching him. You okay, son? There are 15 people on this bus. The old man looks around slowly, counts silently, lips moving. 14, he says, including you. No, there are... Oliver points to row 9. The seat is empty. The girl is gone. He looks at row 8. The girl next to him is still there, still scrolling her phone. But the canvas bag is on the floor by her feet, and there's another identical bag in row 9, on the empty seat. I think you should sit down, the old man says gently. Long trips mess with your head. Oliver sits. The girl next to him doesn't look up, but Oliver sees her reflection in the window, and in the reflection she's looking directly at him, lips moving, mouthing words. Oliver turns to look at her directly. She's scrolling her phone, not looking at him. He looks back at the reflection. Her reflection is still staring, still mouthing words. Oliver can almost make them out. Don't look behind you. The bus stops. Zanesville, 10 minutes, the driver announces. Nobody moves. Oliver looks around. Everyone's asleep. All 13 other passengers, heads tilted, eyes closed, even the girl next to him. But she was just awake. Seconds ago, she was on her phone. Oliver stands. Anyone getting off? Silence, all sleeping. He steps off the bus alone. Gas station, fluorescent lights humming. No other cars, no movement. The clock on the station wall, 4:44 a.m. Oliver walks inside. Attendant behind the counter. Young guy, early 20s, wearing a Greyhound uniform. You work for Greyhound? Oliver asks. Sometimes, the attendant says. What does that mean? Means I work when the buses come through. But you're not supposed to wear the uniform unless you're... You want anything? The attendant interrupts. Not rude, just final. Oliver buys a Red Bull. When he turns around, the attendant is gone. Just gone. No door to a back room, no bathroom. Just the counter and empty space behind it. Oliver puts money on the counter, leaves. Back on the bus, everyone's still asleep. Same positions. He walks down the aisle, checks each passenger, all breathing, chests rising and falling, but in perfect synchronization, all of them. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Same rhythm, same timing. Oliver sits down. The girl next to him opens her eyes. "Did you get off?" she asks. "Yeah." "Me too. That attendant was weird, right?" Oliver freezes. "You got off?" "Yeah, right after you." "I didn't see you. I was at the bathroom, side of the building." There was no side of the building. The station was a small rectangular structure, no side access. Oliver is certain. "What did the attendant look like?" Oliver asks. "Young guy, greyhound uniform." "Did he disappear?" The girl pauses. "Yeah, he did." They look at each other. The bus starts moving. An hour later, the clock still says 4:44 a.m. Oliver can't take it anymore. "Does anyone else see this?" he shouts. Everyone wakes up simultaneously, heads lifting in the exact same motion. All of them, looking at him. "The time," Oliver says. "It's been 4:44 for 3 hours. The old man pulls out a pocket watch. "It's 2:17 a.m., son." The woman with the laptop shows her screen. 2:17. The college kid holds up his phone. 2:17. Oliver shows his phone. 2:17 a.m., but the dashboard still says 4:44. "The dashboard is broken," the driver calls back. "Has been for weeks. Ignore it." Oliver looks at the girl next to him. She holds up her phone. 2:17 a.m. "It was 11:47, Oliver says. "We've been driving for 4.5 hours, the girl says. "We left at 9:30. It's 2:17. Math checks out." Oliver's head spins. He knows he saw different times. He knows the girl's phone said 11:47. "Maybe you're tired," she says gently. "You should sleep." Everyone goes back to sleep. Same moment, same motion. Oliver doesn't sleep. He watches the girl's reflection in the window. The reflection is smiling, but the real girl has her eyes closed. He looks at row 9, empty. He looks back at the window. In the reflection, row 9 has someone in it. The girl, the same girl, looking at him. Oliver closes his eyes, counts to 10, opens them. Row 9 is empty. Reflection shows it empty. He's losing his mind. Has to be. Oliver doesn't remember falling asleep, but he must have, because now it's dawn. Pale grey light filtering through the windows. The bus is still moving. "Columbus, North Terminal," the driver announces. Everyone starts gathering their things. Normal, natural. The girl next to Oliver stretches, yawns, unplugs her phone. "Good luck with your interview," she says. Oliver stares. "I never told you about an interview." She pauses. "Yes, you did. When I sat down." "No, I didn't. You said you had a 9 a.m. interview in Columbus. That's why you took the overnight." Oliver's skin crawls. He thought about the interview. He didn't say it out loud. He's certain. The bus pulls into the terminal. 6:47 a.m. says the station clock. 3 minutes late. Normal for Greyhound. Everyone files off. Oliver waits, watches the girl grab her canvas bag. She walks down the aisle, stops, turns back. "Don't forget this," she says, holding up the Polaroid. "That's yours," Oliver says. "No." She places it on his seat. "It's yours, has been the whole time." She leaves. Oliver picks up the photo, turns it over. There's writing on the back he didn't notice before. In his handwriting, row 9, 03:15:20, "Don't forget." Oliver's hands shake. That's his handwriting, he's sure. But he didn't write this. He's never seen this photo before tonight. He stumbles off the bus. Terminal is busy, morning commuters, coffee shops opening, everything normal. Oliver looks back at the bus. 4:04, same number. The driver is still in his seat, looking at Oliver in the side mirror, and there in window seat 9, Oliver sees someone. A man, worn jacket, backpack in lap, staring straight ahead. The man turns, looks directly at Oliver. It's Oliver. Same face, same clothes, same everything. The bus doors close, it pulls away. Oliver runs after it. "Wait! Stop!" He's screaming. Security guards look at him. The bus doesn't stop. Oliver pulls out his phone, opens the camera, switches to selfie mode, looks at his face. Normal, it's him. But something's wrong. In the camera, behind him, reflected in the terminal glass, the bus, still parked, door still open, and someone standing in the doorway, watching him. Oliver turns around. No bus. The space is empty. Another bus is pulling in. Different route, different number. He looks at his phone camera again. The bus is still there in the reflection. The figure in the doorway waves, slow, deliberate. Oliver drops his phone. The screen cracks. When he picks it up, the reflection is normal. Just the terminal, no ghost bus. He checks his wallet, finds his ID, looks at the photo. It's him, Oliver Harris, same face he's always had, but there's a folded paper behind the ID. He doesn't remember putting it there. He unfolds it. A Greyhound ticket, Bakersfield to Columbus. Dates 03-15-20, seat 9A. Passenger, Oliver Harris. But Oliver's never been to Bakersfield. He got on in Pittsburgh. Tonight, he's sure. He opens his phone, checks his purchase history. There it is, Greyhound ticket. Pittsburgh to Columbus, purchased today. Seat 8A. But the paper ticket says 9A, 3 years ago. Oliver walks to the ticket counter. "Excuse me, can you look up a passenger?" The agent types, "Name, Oliver Harris, on tonight's bus from Pittsburgh." She frowns. "We didn't have a Pittsburgh arrival this morning. Not on our schedule. Bus the 404. She types more. Her frown deepens. "Sir, we haven't used bus Duska 404 in 3 years. It was decommissioned after an incident." "What incident?" "I can't discuss." "What incident?" Security starts moving toward him. The agent leans forward, whispers, "It disappeared. March 15th, 2020. Between Zanesville and Columbus. 15 passengers. They found it 3 days later, empty, parked at this terminal. Everyone was just gone. No signs of struggle, no explanation. All their belongings still on board." Oliver's vision blurs. 15 passengers? That's what the manifest said. But when they checked the surveillance from Zanesville, only 14 people got on. The math never worked. Oliver backs away, runs outside, looks for the bus. Any bus. All the buses in the lot have different numbers. 112, 237, 891. No Nashi 404. He opens his camera app, holds it up, scans the parking lot through the phone screen. There it is. Bus Nashi 404. Parked in the far corner. Door open, empty. He looks directly at the spot. Nothing there, just empty pavement. Camera shows the bus, clear as day. Oliver lowers his phone. His interview is in 2 hours. He should go. Should pretend this didn't happen. Should move on. But he keeps seeing himself in that window. Row 9, staring out. Was that him? Or is this him? Is he the Oliver who got off? Or the Oliver who stayed on? And which Oliver is real? Oliver doesn't go to the interview. He goes home, takes a train to Pittsburgh. 6 hours, normal travel, no incidents. When he unlocks his apartment door, everything is exactly where he left it. Coffee mug in the sink, laptop on the desk, unmade bed. He left at 8 p.m. to catch the 9:30 bus. That was yesterday? He checks his phone. Friday morning. Yes. Yesterday was Thursday. Normal. Everything's normal. He showers, changes clothes, makes coffee, sits at his desk, opens his laptop. His email has the interview confirmation. Columbus, Ohio. 9 a.m. Today. Wait, today is Friday. The interview was supposed to be Friday. This morning. He missed it, but he never went. He turned back at the terminal, didn't he? Or did he get on that train to Pittsburgh 3 hours ago? Or was that yesterday? Oliver's head hurts. He opens his calendar. Thursday shows. Travel to Columbus. Bus 9:30 p.m. Marked complete. Friday shows. Interview 9 a.m. Marked missed. He goes to his wallet, pulls out the Polaroid. It's still there. The girl, blue t-shirt. The note on back, row 9, 03 of 1520. Don't forget. In his trash can, he sees something. crumpled paper. He pulls it out, smooths it. The old ticket, Bakersfield to Columbus, 03-1520, seat 9A. But underneath, another ticket, Pittsburgh to Columbus. Yesterday's date, seat 8A, both used. Both have the validation tear. Oliver walks to his closet. His travel bag is there, unpacked. He opens it. Everything's inside. Clean clothes, toiletries, his interview folder. He never packed it. It's still packed from when? His phone rings. Unknown number. He answers. Oliver Harris? A woman's voice. Yes? This is Columbus Regional Hospital. We found your information in a patient's belongings. Oliver's throat tightens. What patient? We're not at liberty to... Do you know anyone who might have been traveling to Columbus yesterday by bus? I was traveling to Columbus. Sir, can you confirm, were you on Greyhound 404? Oliver can't breathe. Yes, I think so. We need you to come in for identification. We have a male patient, mid-20s, your ID in his pocket, but he's been unresponsive since he was found. At the bus terminal, this morning, just sitting there, staring. No, what does he look like? Pause. Mr. Harris, he looks exactly like the photo on your ID. Oliver hangs up. His hands are shaking. He looks at his reflection in the window. Normal. It's him, Oliver Harris. Same face he's always had. But in the window reflection behind him, he sees his bed, and someone sleeping in it, facing away, wearing a worn blue t-shirt. Oliver doesn't turn around. He knows if he looks directly, the bed will be empty. He picks up his laptop, opens a news site, searches Greyhound 404. First result, 3-year anniversary of bus 404 disappearance. 15 passengers still missing. The article is dated today, 3 years ago today, March 15th, but Oliver's calendar says it's June. His phone says June 9th. The newspaper on his coffee table says March 15th, 2020. Oliver closes his laptop, goes to his bedroom door, opens it slowly. The bed is empty, made, like he never slept in it. But there's a canvas bag on the floor, blue, with a cracked zipper. Not his. He opens it. Inside, a Polaroid camera, the old kind, instant film, and one photo, already developed, still drying. It's him, Oliver, sitting in bus seat 8A, eyes closed, sleeping. The date stamp 6/09/23, today. But Oliver wasn't sleeping. He was awake the whole time, wasn't he? He turns the photo over. In his handwriting, row 8, still driving, don't forget. Oliver walks to his window. Outside, his street, Pittsburgh, normal, cars passing, people walking. But in the window's reflection, he sees something else. A highway, dark, stretching forever. Headlights in the distance, never getting closer. And the dashboard clock, 4:44 a.m. Oliver touches the window glass. It's cold, too cold. His breath fogs it. In the fog, letters appear, like someone's writing from the other side. Which Oliver are you? The letters fade. Oliver steps back. His phone buzzes. Text from unknown. Did you get off, or are you still riding? He doesn't respond. Doesn't know how to, because Oliver Harris is home, in Pittsburgh, safe, real, probably. Oliver never found out what happened. Maybe it was exhaustion, maybe a nervous breakdown, maybe something in the bus's ventilation system. Carbon monoxide can cause vivid hallucinations. Perfectly rational explanation. Except the hospital called 3 more times about the patient with his ID. And except that every time Oliver looks at bus schedules, route number 404 doesn't exist. Never existed according to Greyhound's official records. And except that yesterday, or what he thinks was yesterday, Oliver got mail, a Polaroid, no return address. The photo, bus interior, row 8 and row 9, both seats occupied, same person in both. Him, one sleeping, one staring at the camera, date stamp 06/09/23, yesterday. But Oliver threw away that camera. He's sure he did, isn't he? What do you think happened? Did Oliver escape, or is he still on that bus dreaming he's home? Leave your theory in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe. Because sometimes the scariest journey is the one that never ends. And you never know which version of yourself made it home.